I agree with John that there are two Americas in this country, but we would diverge on some of the root causes for that. There is an income divide in America, if you will, but the bigger and more stark divide is education. A vast majority of people living in poverty didn't finish high school. People who at least finished high school in this America have a fighting chance to join the American dream. If they don't, the statistics are very bleak and gloomy. Imprisonment, poverty, homelessness. You young people in this room, and some of you a little older than young, that were a couple raise their hands when you're in the mid-30s, your destiny is not entirely in your hands. You could pull out of here on 401 and get hit by a semi participating in the twice daily Fuquay 500. But the best way to control your own destiny is to prepare yourself, to get educated. Minority families in the United States who have the equal educational level of white families earn at or above the level of white families. If we can just make sure everyone is focused on the importance of getting a good education. When I was mayor of Raleigh, and we had some horrible problems in public housing. Crime, when the kids got home from school in the afternoons, the mothers would whisk them right from the bus into the apartment and shut the door and draw the blinds, and those kids didn't come out again. And this was at an easy walking distance of the mayor's office. Pizza delivery trucks wouldn't go in there after dark. And so we put police substations in these public housing neighborhoods to create a perimeter of safety so that some level of civilized society could be conducted there. And when we ran the criminals off, the other underlying pathologies affecting those neighborhoods bubbled up where we could see them. Here was the most disturbing. 7 out of every 10 children in public housing were dropping out before they finished high school. 70%. That number right there in the 2,000 families in public housing accounted for almost the entire dropout rate in Wake County. And so we went in and interviewed 1,500 families in public housing to find out why we were losing these kids. And here's what we found out by accident. The 3 out of 10 that were finishing high school could almost invariably identify outside their immediate family a caring adult mentor, a coach, a teacher, a pastor, somebody who got involved enough in their lives to make sure they finished high school. And out of that, we started community learning centers where we put computer labs in the public housing neighborhoods so that these kids would have some place to go after school to continue their education. If you want to make a difference in this world, if you want to affect the poverty that he talks about, take some time and go find some teenager in Wake County, and there's 12 municipalities here and a whole bunch of schools, and confront that teenager and make sure they get through high school. If you do that one thing, you will be doing more for your country and your community and poverty than just about anything else we can do. And I want to close with this, because we talked about the differences between the parties. The most dangerous trend in America to me today is the principles of limited government that Thomas Jefferson wrote about, and Alexander Hamilton wrote about, and the Founding Fathers wrote into the Constitution. Those principles of limited government are no longer in vogue in this country today, and they are reflected in no coherent way by either political party. And that has to be addressed, and that is an issue of education. Find out why this country was founded and how it was founded and the principles its government was based on, and it will open up a new world for you about how to translate and transcend political rhetoric and figure out for yourself what's the best path for this country to take and how you can get involved in leading us down that path.